Guys, it's Collinmgray here, the swole nurse, getting ready in my car to hit some shoulders and biceps today. You'll have to excuse me. Allergies are bad this time of year, so I'm going to try to get this video with as less disgusting stuff going on as possible. I want to touch on the topic today of being alpha in your marriage. I have nothing but respect for women. I do anything for my wife, and if I can say one statement in this whole video that reigns true over everything else, is that my wife is what keeps my household and family together. She takes care of bills. She takes care of, my motivation. She's my rock. But, as many of you know, we're also Christians. And part of a Christian household is knowing what your strengths and weaknesses are in a marriage. Men and women have different places in life for a reason. And my wife, mind you, before I met my wife, I was a liberal punk, didn't believe in God. I met her, it changed my life. I then, through her, met Jesus, and it changed my life. So these ideologies are not coming from me being what's the right word for it? Anyways, these ideas aren't coming from me. These are coming from my wife. My wife cooks. My wife cleans. My wife does my laundry. My wife does her motherhood duties. That's not, now, all of that said, I help her as well. Whenever she asks for something, I get up and help her. I try to provide for her in the best way that I possibly can. I'll go outside and I'll take care of the yard work. I'll respect her. I buy her gifts. I make her feel loved. But she also takes care of me and makes me feel more of a man. I am catered to, and that's her place. She prefers it that way. There's so much talk in this world about equality, but the problem is you can't do it all. I cannot go out into the world and function as a woman. I cannot be a mother. I can only be a father. That's just the way it is. That's the way life is. There's no other way around it. Unfortunately, people have it misconstrued in their head that they can change the way that God made things. And you can't. Let's say you don't even believe in God. There are very few asexual creatures in this world. I believe, now, I'm not a science major, but I believe most of those are also in the aquatic family of some nature. But even so, even the asexual ones, at some point in their lives, have to take on a dominant role. Just because they're asexual does not mean they stay that way the entire time. They would never be here on this planet anymore. What they do is they take on the strongest role that they feel necessary in a relationship, and they become that. So you'll have one female, one male, and that's just the way it is. It always ends up that way because that's the way it always started. My wife works as well. I work with my wife. We are both self-employed. We work very well together. And we are the reason for each other's success. And I love her dearly. And I have respect for all women. I'm a nurse, for God's sakes. I can't possibly be a nurse and not work around 95% females. To do my job, it's important that I respect women. But it's also important for everybody else to realize that men and women have their place. My wife enjoys me being larger than her. There's too many guys out there worried about their physique and being trim, and some of them are, bottom line is you have to learn to be the alpha male, especially in a marriage, because that's your place and that's your husbandly duty. You get out there, you do what needs to be done, and that's the end of the story. So once again, this is Collinmgray, the Swole Nurse. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. God bless.